Well, hello everybody. Sorry, I don't have the big mad intro or anything like that on at the moment. Still kind of getting to grips with this new computer. It's all a big learning curve for me at the moment. So I'm thinking about switching entirely now from Mac and stuff like that, so that I can go back to making creative content as well as the live content. I gotta say though, I am really enjoying doing the live content. Captain 3D says, all I see is nothing. Hopefully you can see me now. Can you see me now? Only Scottish people who watch the game will get that one. Daryl M, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing really well. Just came across this pretty funny moment live in court here. Just another one of what you call it, Judge Middleton catching somebody red feckin' handed driving to court when they're not supposed to. Thank you so much, Evelyn Garrison. Thank you to my good friend Stephen for that. Really do appreciate that. Okay. Good morning, bro. Merry Christmas to you and the missus and the wee ones. Good. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Yes, I did get a fresh fade. It's not a fade, actually, is it? It's just a haircut. But he kind of jacked up my fringe a little bit, I must say. He was a new guy, so he jacked up the fringe a bit. But it's grand. My hair grows like fucking crazy, so I'm not too bothered about it. Good morning from San Francisco. Are you going to San Francisco? Nope, I'm not. I'm going to Cork on the piss tonight. In case I feck around and find and fan it. Dog's going ape shit out there. Anyway, so I want to have a look at this because it's actually really, really funny. So let me get my handsome face down for a minute and we'll have a look at this. So this guy is in court for driving with no license. Just bear that in mind for a start. Wait a minute.
December 8th.
A mistaken identity.
What county were you arrested in?
Van Buren, that's in Pawpaw.
How long were you in jail in Pawpaw?
2 or 3 days. And then I came out here to Centerville.
I'll have a look at that.
You were here from the 8th to the 11th, which is 3 days. So you did 5 days in jail. And
can you get me that new channel name, Johnny May, if you can, or how I might be able to find it?
Posted. I thought Judge Patterson was not very happy about this. And the jail gave you today's arraignment day. Judge Patterson wasn't here. So
yes,
he spent 5 days in jail and posted a $1,000 bond.
Or actually,
at this point,
Johnny, I'll make you a moderator on this channel if you're not already. That way you can post it in the side chat because I can't open my emails on this one just now for some reason or other. I'm not really sure why, but alas, here we are. Again, I want to thank you all so much for all of your kind comments and support over the Christmas period. It was lovely. It was fantastic getting to hang out with you all over Christmas. My family really enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I hope you guys did too. It was an absolute bloody blast, especially after what was a rough couple of weeks. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. And so I do really appreciate it. I love Middleton's passive aggressiveness. It's fantastic. She is doing really good. She was a little bit poorly the past couple of days, but she's much, much better today. Excuse me. She's much, much better today. And we went to get her some new glasses this morning. Had to pull a few strings and went and got her some new glasses. And because she was getting migraines from her glasses, it turns out. And there was like just 1 or 2 teeny little scratches on it, and that was causing her to have to hyper focus past those scratches apparently, and that was causing a bit of it. But also she had a bit of a virus going on as well. So, but she's much, much better, and so am I. So thank you so much indeed. Sean O'Sula won for €2. I was going to say £2. God, the long time since the punt was in Ireland. Says Nullig Hunna Corky Yiv. V Roy McCart. V Roy McCart. Huh? I don't get that one. Obviously, Nullig Hunna Corky Yiv is a happy Corky Christmas for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're amazing. They really are. They really are. And tomorrow night, we're going to see an ABBA tribute band. Yeah, that was 100% my idea. Give me a will to live is what I'm going to need tomorrow night. But no, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going out. I'm going out with my family, so it's going to be fantastic. Anyway, have a listen to this arsehole.
He's served more jail time than he probably would if he gets convicted. We'll just give him the
Debbie.
All right.
And go on his way.
Thank you, Deborah. That's a blessing.
Sweet, wonderful Debbie.
Blessing to you for the new year from the county prosecutor's office.
I appreciate it.
Although you haven't really done anything to get this squared away. So where you are after today, you're going to be square with me. I'm going to give you 5 days jail credit. Use your bond to pay your fine and cost. And then you're going to get $775 back. You need to go to the Michigan Secretary of State. And
what was the short about Johnny May?
Or are they doing walk-ins now?
they do walk-ins, but you go take a number. For example, if you try to walk in Kalamazoo, you probably wait a long time.
And so I always went out to like, what is it? The outskirts of Pawpaw or like the smaller towns.
Oh yeah, there is one in Pawpaw. There's one in Dowagiac. There are several in Kalamazoo. The one in St. Joe County is in Sturgis. But you need to go in there and
see
figure it out. Now, who brought you here?
A friend of mine.
All right, what's her name?
Her name?
Yeah, her name.
I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm sorry. Randy.
Right. All right. What kind of car is she in?
It's a black Audi.
It's out in the parking lot right now.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Let's just claw that back there a little bit. This is some great fucking. This is fantastic line here. So he's like, "How'd you get here today?" A friend. And what's your friend's name? I'm drawing a blank. You're drawing a blank on the friend who just drove you here. Think about that now for a minute, right? So, hey, friend, I need you to come and drop me to court. Okay, no problem. So they come and they drop you to court, and you don't remember their name, and then you come up with like let's face it, come on, Brandy. I can't remember. Brandy. Me thinks that might be a fib. Me thinks you might be fibbing, but we'll see if he gets caught, shall we? Fucking hell! Imagine drawing a blank on that. I mean, come on.
Friend of mine.
All right. What's her name?
Her name?
Yeah, her name.
I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm sorry. Randy.
Right. All right. What kind of car is she in?
It's a black Audi.
It's out in the parking lot right now.
Yes, it is.
All right. We'll confirm that.
I suggest you ask him that question again. Let's start looking at the camera.
He drove himself in this morning.
She was getting tired close by, so
Yay.
What a fantastic excuse. She was getting tired close by. Well, I guarantee it was a really short spin. Oh, she was getting tired close by. How about you just fibbing? God damn.
You ask him that question again. Let's start looking at the camera.
He drove himself in this morning.
she was getting tired close by, so
Yay.
I love how he's mocking him.
I asked her last minute to bring me.
Is she in the car right now?
Yes, she is.
All right, go get her. Ask her to come in.
Ooh,
You're an idiot.
Didn't want to miss another date. and-
Well, so you lied. You didn't want to. Yeesh.
this is brilliant. I'm loving this.
This is very foolish and I was insulted and it hurts my feelings when people lie to me. So you looked me in the eye and lied to me about driving here, which I suspected you had when you first walked in late. Deborah, does that have an effect on your plea offer? Just is what it is.
It is what it is.
I know it's dumb, but just trying to get it taken care of.
All right, you already did 5 days jail. You're not trying to get everything taken care of. You're doing it all the wrong way. Deborah, I'm not gonna hang you up here. Thank you for your help. Very
Thank you,
well.
Your Honor.
All right. Good morning. Which case are you folks here on?
Real quick, in Ireland, that's what we call being caught by the balls.
We're here
Hot
visiting.
rotten.
Oh, are you Tom?
Yeah,
Oh, well, welcome.
yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
Morning, Tom.
This is Miss Davis from the prosecutor's office.
Ah, Debbie,
And
sweet,
And
lovely
this is
Debbie.
Matea from the public defender office. And we've got our brand new court officer, Vincent, here.
Welcome to the party, Vince.
Happy to be here.
Good on you, Vince. Good on you,
But we're
bud.
just about done with the morning. All right, 5 days jail credit, 5 days. First of all, I better do the plea. Do you acknowledge that you were driving a car here in St. Joe County on May 4th of
Is
2023?
this the same guy?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
did anyone threaten you to get you to plead to this charge
No,
or promise you anything?
no.
$225. Good morning.
Hi.
Uh,
Let's be hearing it,
good
Brandy.
morning. What's your name?
My name is Randy Brown.
Oh,
Randy, do
Randy.
you have a valid driver's license?
I do.
According to Mr. Bray, you were gonna drive him here and then he foolishly drove himself here. Let me see your valid driver's license.
It's in the car.
All right, well, I guess I'll take it on faith. Why did he drive?
Because he knew the way here.
Ah, the plot, much like the custard that I accidentally left on the hob out there, thickens.
So
You gotta know the way to the jail. But why bring a licensed driver if you're gonna drive illegally anyway? But will you drive back?
yes, I will.
So not only did he lie about not driving there, he followed that up by lying about why he took over the driving.
All right,
I don't think she would let me drive.
go ahead.
She
and
let
have
you
a
drive on
seat.
the fucking way here, didn't she?
I don't think she
Genius.
would let me drive.
Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
So
Where
basically,
were-
she allowed an unlicensed
Yeah,
driver
that's
to
what I
drive. So
charged.
she's committed a crime. He's committed a crime.
Crimes for everybody.
Last
You get a
business day.
crime and you get a crime.
At the
Boy.
year.
We would just
fun.
go and sin no more. Well, you already did 5 days in jail, and just because I'm irked is not a reason to put somebody in jail, but you're foolish. I tend to believe you're not gonna do anything that you need to do to get your driver's license back. You're gonna keep bumbling along and keep getting stopped.
Yep.
You've gotta go to the Secretary of State and make an appointment for a driver license review. They set you an appointment. Now, one thing you could do when you go to the Secretary of State is change your address on your driver's license. If you are living at Alpine, at least you can get your mail from the Secretary of State. So you need to go in there, if nothing more, to change your address. Also,
Excuse me.
when you move, you can no longer easily change your mailing address. I had a visitor this summer who was a postmaster.
Take care, Paul.
mistress. Anyway, she was a postmaster in Pennsylvania, I think.
My arm is still sore from what I did
Anyway.
the other day.
She informed me in order to change your address at the post office, you have to go in twice. You have to go in and get the form, have to
I
fill.
love you, Judge, but nobody cares. Really good point from the Gnomestead, Alaska off-grid. Nomi says he knew the way but couldn't tell her from the passenger seat. Totally impossible because he's sitting on the wrong side of the car. I hadn't even thought of that. That's actually a really good point. Like, okay, he knew the way there. Like, yeah, you should just turn left and then what? She just drives off a cliff. Is that how that works? It's a really, really good point. I had not thought of that.
Fill it out and bring it. But it's even harder with you're going to go out to the counter and they're going to give you some money back. And you should use it to pay any unpaid tickets that you have. Now, what you said is you have a repayment plan. Or no, man, that was the last guy. Do you have any unpaid tickets anywhere else?
I think 2.
Well, the Secretary of State may be able to tell you that. Thanks. Okay, thanks. All right, you take him. Oh, just print one for me. You lied to me and you didn't apologize, so don't come back. You got a year-end Christmas, New Year's special deal. You lied to me and you didn't apologize, so you can just go and not come back here anymore.
I plan not to.
Oh, you will.
Thank you.
Oh, you better pick up that lady because she might not be able to find her way to the door. Unreal. The audacity to go in there and lie like that. I saw one as well here earlier that was kind of funny. This one, not funny, but like he called her a pain in the neck. I can't remember why. I think it's because she just kept not turning up. And while I play this, I'm just going to run out and get a coffee.
All right. Good morning, Matea.
Good morning.
Judge. On record, we have 3 customers. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Are you
Yes.
Nicole Dawn Schultz?
Yes, sir.
The file is 233550T. It is a driving suspended charge from last February, and this case is 4 pages long. You are officially classified as a pain in the neck because you never show up when you're supposed to. This file is replete with you not being here on the day you're supposed to be here. You get arrested, you bond out, you don't show up, you get arrested, you bond out, you don't show up. We've appointed attorney Melissa Halleck to represent you, and she emailed me yesterday and said you didn't want to be here because you were afraid Judge Pattison was going to throw you in jail. That's my opinion. But you claim that you have COVID. So I'm going to try to get this on track. I gave permission for you to show up by Zoom. Everybody else is here live. I'm going to recall the bench warrant. Are you still at the Quaker Street address?
I travel now. I mean, I got PO box right now. Don't have.
Well, where do we send your notice?
I do not. I don't.
I can't hear you. Where do I send you a notice?
She has a PO box.
What is the, I don't need you, I just need her. What's your PO box number?
PO box 76 Constantine, Michigan 9042.
All right, I'm gonna set an attorney pretrial for February 2nd. Well, this is actually Judge Patterson's case. I'm gonna set it for January 19th.
Because I will have my driving assessment.
What?
I would have my driving assessment appointment on the 11th. Go get my driver's license. Finally now.
All right, bring that with you. Now, you got other problems. You have $1,199 of unpaid traffic tickets. Going back from 2019. In the old days, that used to prohibit you from getting a license, which in my opinion, it should. If you have old tickets and you don't pay them, they shouldn't give you a license. You've got $1,200 worth of unpaid tickets just here in Centerville. But I want you to stay in contact with Melissa Halleck.
I will, sir.
Your term appointment with the SOS is January 9th?
11th.
Okay. All right, I don't want you to miss that appointment. You keep getting arrested for not showing up. Like I said, this started last February. It's almost
sorry about the awkward mute there. I went in and got a coffee, but then I remembered that I had crackers with this amazing, really vintage cheddar cheese. So that's my lunch while I'm watching this. What's she doing with her face here? She just went like, she was like The Mask. You remember that show, The Mask? Somebody stop me.
all right. I don't want you to miss that appointment. You keep getting arrested for not showing up. Like I said, this started last February. It's almost a year old. You haven't got your appointment till a year later.
I'm no doctor, right? But she's off her tits on something. I think. Oh, Sean, if you get a chance to get it, right? Go into Aldi. Was it Aldi? No. Tesco's. Right up the top of the cheese fucking cold machine. What's that called? Oh my God, my brain is fried from Christmas. What's the cold machine that you put the cheese in? Why can I not think of the name of this fucking thing? I have one in my house. Oh my God. Babe, question. What's the name of the machine you put all the stuff in to keep them cold in the kitchen? A fridge. Jesus Christ. I forgot what a fridge was. I forgot it was called a fridge. I know what a fridge is, but I forgot it was called a fridge. What is that about? My head is, what the hell? I'm actually blown away by, I couldn't remember the name fridge. The machine that keeps things cold. Really? Oh my God. I need either less caffeine or more caffeine or something else. I can't believe that. Smitty doesn't care though. Anyway, I forgot what that was all about. Oh yeah, so anyway, in that chiller cabinet fridge thing, right at the top, they have little small kind of white wax paper cheese container with black on it. Oh my God, my brain, what the hell is going on with me here now? My vaping is causing memory loss. I know. I think it's the massive amounts of stress and lack of sleep is probably what's causing that. But anyway, yeah, that cheese is unreal. The Tesco brand, it's the extra mature one. That's fucking lovely. Welcome to my world. I do it all the time. Yeah, I know, right? But you're 65, so you have a little bit more of an excuse than I do. But Cashel cheese is like this rubber mess of shite. No interest in it. It's disgusting. How dare you? Same with Cathedral. Cathedral's shite as well. Anyway, so back to this thing. Now, I wanted to change track a little bit here because I just remembered something. I watched a video from Chille last night, right? Where he talks and he raises some interesting points. Some I agree with, some I don't. But I wanted to get your take on it and see, do we see any kind of hypocrisy in what he's saying? So let me just bring this up here. I don't want to get your take on this, right? So I need to Google something really, really quick, right? Because okay, yeah, I knew I was right. I just, when you need to be double sure, because I didn't want to look like a dickhead saying that he was wrong when he wasn't. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard, like, let's face it. But this is a live stream from Chille last night, right? Where he talks about this copper, this jackboot thug pig that was done for doing inappropriate things, right? You guys kind of catch what I'm putting out there. And I wanted to talk about this, see what he says, and let's see if you agree. Can we agree with anything that Chille says? And then I'm going to call him out for something.
And in the torture cuffs in the back of the torture van, the caged van. The man in torture cuffs in the back of
Chille section.
the torture van, the caged van. Forgive me, I had feedback from a speaker. I apologize. You take a look at all the people, number one, torture cuffs are always torture. Put that in the chat if you would, please, everybody. Torture cuffs are always torture. And then hit the like button. Just real fast, hit the like button. It'll take you 2 seconds to just hit the like button. So take a look. He's in the torture cuffs, but why are the torture cuffs in the front? How come he gets torture cuffs in the front? Like, of all people, you figure patter ass.
Now, I just preface what I'm about to say with this. I'd have no problem with this dirty, manky, maggoty piece of shit right here to be handcuffed from his toes to his fingers with fucking, I don't know, razor wire. I don't give a shit about this guy at all. At all. What I do care about is Chille's hypocrisy, because he's the first one to call it out from everybody else. So, wanted to point out, so why is he torture cuffed to the front and at the back? There's multiple different reasons for that, right? So this isn't an arrest situation for a start. So we don't know, in an arrest situation, you don't know what somebody's got in their pockets or can grab and use against you or whatever the case may be, or for escape. Now, it seems like this guy's been in custody for a little while. It could be overnight or whatever. So, it might be a case that there's more trust there and some people you don't trust, right? It's simple. Okay. I think that's fairly standard. Now, in some arrests, it could be just, an arrest that has to happen and the person's completely non-violent and compliant, and they'll say, look, I'm going to cuff you to the front, but just behave yourself. And that happens all the time because he only shows the bad ones, of course, right? So maybe the case that this guy's handcuffed to the front because they know he's not going to have a meltdown because he's been in custody overnight and he hasn't got anything in his pockets or whatever the case may be. Now, Church POS reckons that he has shackles on that are attached to his waist. We'll see about that there now.
People who are touching children and stuff, they shouldn't get the cuffs in the front. You figure you'd actually want him restrained with his wrist cuffed up behind his back, right?
But I thought, Chille, that all they had to do was do digital detainment. Are we starting to see now why it doesn't work?
He's a patter ass. He's in there for being a patter ass.
Just to clarify, that's not a fucking word, okay? That's not a word. It's AST at the end, okay? And he says it so many fucking times that it's painful. Wait a minute.
So, Winthrop Police Lieutenant James Feely arrested and charged with child RAP.
Can I just say that the fact that this guy's last name is Feely, it's disturbingly fitting.
Could you put in the comment section for me, OTVO overturn Terry versus Ohio? If you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherries on top. Put it in the comment section for me. It'll just take you a second. Put it in there. We're going to get into James Feely. He's a feeling kind of guy, as you can assume from him being accused patterass. What's going on out there? What's going on out there in America? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today. I was not going to go live today, but I saw this story come up. OTVO. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So James Feely, child RAPIST.
He's definitely shackled on his feet anyway.
Winthrop Police Lieutenant James Feely has been arrested and is in custody for allegedly sexually assaulting a child.
So, like, yeah, he's clearly in shackles of some description. Again, I just want to be clear. I don't give a shit how they shackle this guy up. Fuck him, as far as I'm concerned. Victor says hit the download. You didn't even hear anything I have to say. All right, so you're just a prime example of a chili licker at this point. So, yeah, bite me. Don't time him out though, but bite my ass. You might find that I agree on a lot more with your little buddy Chili than I disagree with in this case.
Massachusetts State Police arrested Feely, who is expected to be arraigned later today in East Boston court. I-Team sources also say Feely is a leader at Harbor Church in Winthrop. The longtime Winthrop resident also owned a pizza shop in town. In a statement to our newsroom, Winthrop Police Chief says, quote, Feely has
really a pizza shop. I mean, goddamn. You can't even write this shit.
been placed on administrative leave from the police department pending the outcome of a criminal investigation.
So put a 1 in the chat if you wonder, like me, do you think that he's on paid administrative leave?
I highly doubt it. I think that would be very easy to find out. Let me Google it. He may well be, and if he is, I mean, while I find it very, very, very hard to have any sympathy for this guy in any capacity whatsoever, it is the United States of America. And as Chile espouses quite often, 2 seconds here now, James Feely. Anyway, as Chile espouses quite often, he, innocent until proven guilty and all that, right? So is it not true that he should not be subjected to, I don't know, losing his whatever he's, I can't even word it properly, but like his benefits from work or something based off, innocent until proven guilty, right? And I think that's a very good system. However, like I tend to agree with Chili here, if he is on paid administration, it's a bit of a kick in the tits, right? Like it is. But at the same time, he is innocent until proven guilty. Is that not fair? And this is where the nuance of not only the law, but also the nuance of how us human beings in the Western world, in any event, view these things and how we deal with it. That's why Chili's black and white attitude towards this stuff doesn't work, in my view. Why can't he be digitally detained, Chili? I'd love for you to answer that question. Why can he not just be digitally detained? Now I think the fucker should be strung up. That's me. I could take him out, 9mm is a lot fucking cheaper than all this. But, he has a right to go to trial and prove his innocence if he can, or disprove the charges against him if he can. Okay? He has the right either way, whether we agree with it or not. But my point is, Chili's absolutist mentality doesn't work in cases like this. Do you get me? Chille's mentality in this is, well, on the one hand, everybody should be digitally detained unless they're trying to kill somebody. But then he doesn't like this guy, rightly so. Rightly so. I think it's abhorrent, and any adult person in the world would probably agree. Fuck that guy. Like suspended pay, as Johnny May said there. Fact of the matter is, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't worked in the courts for a very, 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 very long time. In these cases, it is a matter of disproving, to be quite honest with you. I'm just being honest. I've seen a lot of these things go to trial, a lot of them, and it is more a case of disproving because of the nature of the charge. That's the reality of it. And again, I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm sure there are people out there who, you know, get locked up unfairly. I've actually seen it with my own eyes in a case that I was sitting in on before when I was doing my studies. It does happen. But anyway, so just not to go off the topic too far, but my point is, why is digital detainment not good for this guy? Now, I don't agree with digital detainment from the outset. I think it's bollocks. It's a load of cock. But Chille is okay with suspending that absolutist ideal to suit what he feels about this guy. And he does that a lot. And this is my point to those out there buying trifolds and shit.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's on paid administrative leave after being accused of being a patter ass.
Headed by state police detectives assigned to the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office.
We have just learned that the child victim in this case told authorities that this all started about a year ago. That's information coming new this afternoon right from this arrest document, the arrest narrative. This is video that we shot of Winthrop Police Lieutenant James Feely going into the courthouse this morning. Feely was arraigned on 3 counts today. 1 count of rape of a child and 2 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child under the age of 14. According to the arrest narrative, Feely.
I'm sorry. Can everybody just agree with me? Gross. A child under the age of 14? Are you kidding me? That's disgusting.
I agree 100%.
Unless we're playing freeze tag, I have nothing to do with children under 13 years old. What the fluck? What is the matter with this guy? It's not like she was 17. Oh my God. Under the age of 14?
Even so, like 17 is kind of weird. I don't know if it's legal or not. I honestly don't know in that area, but I think it is here. I think it is in the UK as well. That's still weird, though. That still creeps me out. But, like, no, okay, fair enough. Like, if it's legal, fine. You don't have to agree with it. But, I don't know. I just think it's a bit weird. But, let me see here now. Let me see. Anyway.
He really is a sick F-U-C-K.
Totally agree.
Admitted to a police chief that he rubbed and touched the child inappropriately. In court, the defense said Feely has no criminal record, has worked for the department for 20 years.
Oh my God. It's compulsory. If he touched a child under the age of 14 years old, they are patter asses. They're addicted to it. Any child that this guy ever came in contact with where he could have, he probably did.
That's a bit of a stretch.
His whole history of being a pig.
Now, that I agree. His whole history needs to be checked. And that's actually what's commonly done for a lot of cases like this. So I agree with him there. Suggesting that it's pretty much guaranteed that every child he came into contact with suffered the same fate, I think is a bit of a stretch. I can see why you would think that. And I haven't got a problem with him saying that. Like, that's his view, and that's fine. I think that's a bit over the top, to be honest. But anyway.
And see, was he ever allowed in the women's bathroom to pat kids down for drugs?
An unblemished record and asked for bail.
Unblemished.
Set cash bail at $200.
I'm sorry. Did you hear it? Let me just go back a couple seconds. I interrupted. I apologize. I just want to hear what the reporter says here.
has worked for the department for 20 years with an unblemished record and asked for bail. The judge set cash bail at $200,000 and ordered Feely to stay away from the victim, have GPS monitoring, have no contact with children under 16, and surrender firearms.
And why? Can you just tell me why are his cuffs in the front? I'm just so confused. How come his cuffs?
We know you're confused, Chille. The thing that bothers me is his narrative spinning here, right? It really does. Because we're talking about this guy who's done horrible shit, right? And I think, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me, the world's a better place without guys like this. A far better place. I'd take 1,000,000 chilies over one of these guys, like any time of the day. That goes without saying. However, it's the narrative spinning. This isn't for Chille. This isn't about the horrible stuff that this guy's done, is it? It's not. This is about how can we make this about a Chille talking topic, like a Chille talking point, torture cuffs, whatever the fuck. Like that's all this is to him.
Cuffs are in the front. Does that seem like it's right to you?
No.
Does that seem like it's right?
No, fuck me.
Of all the people who shouldn't be cuffed in the front, isn't it a patter ass? Isn't that what it is? It is, right?
Well, again, and just playing devil's advocate here, right? Because I have to be fair, right? As much as it's not easy to play devil's advocate for somebody like this, I would just say that it is still innocent till proven guilty, right? So as that guy stands there, I know he told the doctor that he did it and everything when he had a breakdown, but that could be for a number of reasons, of course. But let's say as he stands right there, he's been accused, he's been arraigned and charged and all the rest of it. But as he stands right there and then, he is technically, legally innocent until proven guilty. Now, high chance that it's probably legit and hopefully he'll rot in prison for the rest of his life because the punishment that I would dole out isn't legal. However, excuse me, in this scenario, again, it goes back to the same thing. Chille's supposed to be a constitutional law scholar. So what is it? Do we follow the Constitution as you see fit, which is that he's innocent until proven guilty, or do we suspend that for your feelings? Now, suspend it for my feelings. I'm the first one to put my hand up and say, fuck this guy, string him up, drag him into court, fuck him. I don't care. Of course, I think a lot of us would agree with that. But, and the whole idea here is just to point out the inconsistency and the hypocrisy in a lot of what Chille says. Now, he might say, look, generally, yeah, I think, cuffs is bad and digital detainment, but for a nonce, yeah, fucking lock him up, do whatever. And I'll agree. I'll be like, yeah, that's fair enough. You know what I mean? But this case, it's like, well, which is it, Chille? You have to give it both ways. Which means just like me. What's that supposed to mean? I say it how I think it. I admit straight up that I don't know the answers to some of this shit. Like, how do we deal with a guy like this? Do we treat him as if he's already a criminal? Like, do we treat him as if he's already been found guilty because chances are he probably is? That may well be the case. He may well be. And if he is, fuck him to the moon and back, frankly. Chances are, yes, he probably is. Right? Probably. Am I going to lose any sleep over or probably not having the most comfortable time in custody? No. I'm not, honestly.
That's what I thought. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
Rather than just call me a hypocrite, Jack, show me how.
Right now.
That's what I'd like for you to do. Show me how I'm a hypocrite. What have I said that's hypocritical? I might say things that are contrary to another thing that I've said. That's not hypocrisy. I might say that I think that anybody accused of that kind of thing should be sent to the moon until they get a trial date. And if it turns out that they're guilty, they should actually be sent to Mars, right? That could be my position. But then when it actually comes around to it, I go, you know what? I think they should just be dragged in and, thrown to a crowd of people and leave them have their way. Do you know what I mean? Jack says you supposedly caught 2 and didn't do shit. Are you kidding me? They were both handed over. I lost my livelihood for 2 weeks because of it. So don't give me that shit. What have you done? Sweet fuck all, I guarantee. Other than come on the internet and try to be a troll. That's not trolling. That's just being an ill-informed moron, is what that is. I literally lost my livelihood for 2 weeks because of those arseholes.
This is pretty sad
and I
stuff.
do it
I'm gonna
again.
share with you here. I'm not sure if you guys, anybody here from Team DLZ, been here for a minute, been here for a while. What's going on out there in the land of America? What's going on? How's everybody tonight? What is going on?
Exactly,
SSDI
Shadow.
boy,
It
Jessica, Yuma, what is going on? I'm just rocking my We Don't Stop sweatshirt right now. I think I got 9 left in stock. I got 9 left. Get your We Don't Stop sweatshirt, Playboy. What's up, Playboy? So,
oh yeah, the meth is kicking in now, probably. Thank you so much to Marsha over on PayPal for the 21 Australian dollars. Again, it always comes through in Aussie dollars for me, so it takes a little while for me to figure out how much that actually is. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I am going to use that to buy pints of Guinness tonight. You can be damn sure of that. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much, Marsha. I really do appreciate that. Probably is. Yeah, probably is. But he's going to get home truth either way.
why is he not in the torture cuffs? The reason we, so if you're going to put somebody in shackles, like this pig right here is in shackles, help me understand something real fast here. If you want to put me in shackles because I didn't pay a traffic ticket or a myriad of reasons, it would be reasonable that you could just put those shackles, torture shackles.
Oh, fucking RoboCop. If I caught him, then the punishment would be much harsher. Oh, yeah, that's a fucking great idea. Commit a felony live on the air. So then I don't just lose my livelihood, I lose my... So I already lost 2 weeks worth of work almost here on YouTube and caused me a lot of strain and stress, right? So that's the first thing. If I was to do what you claim you would do, because let's face it, you're obviously a keyboard warrior and you're never going to actually do that. But anyway, if you were to go up there and start throwing hands, right, or worse, right, what would happen, right? Okay, so if it was me, I'd lose my livelihood straight away, right? And I did lose my livelihood, and I would lose it for longer because I get fucking locked up because of the way the government, the way the country operates. Not just here, it's the same in the States, same in the UK. I rock up, I smash the shit out of one of those guys. Don't get me wrong, I want to. Of course I do. Who doesn't? But then what happens? You get up there, you smash the shit out of him. I lose my livelihood either way. Then I also get locked up. I catch charges. I can't travel. I can't do anything. Are you stupid or what? Fuck's sake. Two of them hooked and booked. And then you're talking this kind of shit. Oh, well, if it was me, I would have got... Well, fucking do it then. Do it. Film it. Show us. Stop that and start acting instead. But no, people like you never do shit.
On the front, and I'm not going to try to fight the copper.
Thank you so much.
Unless,
Sean
of course, you've been
O'Sullivan.
accused of being a padderass and touching kids.
Says for €2 in Cork drinking Guinness and not the family firm. Actually, that's a good point. I won't say what pub I'll be in tonight, but I'll spend most of the night in there. So it'll probably be Beamish, actually. Probably be Beamish. Yeah, vigilante justice does not work. I mean, yeah, you could go in and smash someone up, but you'll feel good about it. Is it going to fix it? No, it's not. Simple as that. Or are you saying you're going to
14? And then you probably wouldn't want his grubby little fingers to be exposed to the world if he's touching kids under 14. Okay?
Nope, neither of those, Shawnee.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. He should be locked away in torture cuffs for good.
Respectfully, though, how many 13-year-olds are going to be in the back of that very paddy wagon or in that short, 6 or 7 foot walk from the paddy wagon to the court building? Oh yeah, you go out and murder them. Oh wow, tough boy. So you got time for all that, but you oh God Almighty, I don't know, man. Go do it then. There's loads of them out there. Loads of them out there. Hold, I will find timestamp of what? Whatever. Shit talker.
Walked away. There's no way he should be allowed to be. So now, you guys remember this? You guys remember this realtor? She got arrested for playing with herself on the beach. Do you guys remember this? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember this. Yum yum. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember this. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Chris Boudreau, what's going on? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember this realtor.
Yeah, that was really sad,
caught.
actually.
Well, she admitted to playing with herself on the beach. She should have kept her mouth shut and pleaded the.
So this lady was strumming one out on the beach, and and yeah, she got caught, and there was a big thing about it. A few people asked me to cover it, but I was like, nah, I don't fancy it. Like, it's a lady in a bad situation. I don't really want to do it. And it turns out that sadly she took her own life after that. So it looks like American Patriot is killing it.
Okay, what's your name?
Tim.
Tim what?
Wait, why do I have to give you that? I don't understand that.
Because I stopped you for a traffic violation. You have to get
For what traffic?
not using turn signal 100 feet prior.
Did I commit a crime? I need to speak to your supervisor.
Okay, he's on his way, and he's got to tell you the same thing. You give me your ID. Step out.
Sir, don't put your hands on me. I want your supervisor. I want your supervisor. Whoa. Hey, I'm not. Are you kidding me? Needs a bra on your knees. I'm not going to move. Okay.
The reason I'm watching this is his new show, right? His new channel, his new show, American Patriot, right? Cool name. I wonder, did he remove the fake phone calls? I shared an email with you that for some reason Chille emailed to me. I still don't understand why. I think it may have been an accident. Not a million miles away from there, Sean. Not a million miles away. Near a bridge. Kind of on a bridge, kind of. It's yellow. Anyway, so I was given, for whatever reason, Chille sent me an email. Actually, I might be able to find it. Hold on. He sent me an email that it wasn't meant for me. Okay, it was meant, or it was forwarded to me. He didn't mean to forward or CC me in it. I can't remember which it was. That was about. It was meant to be for his editor, where essentially he admitted to faking phone calls. Now, I've called him out for this years ago. Oh, well, not years ago, about over a year ago anyway. His girlfriend that he was questioning and asking whether or not he was an abuser. Yeah. All right, it might take me a minute to find, but oh, what would that even be under? And now this is from the vetted email address, by the way. Like, I made sure. This might take a minute here now. It might take a while for me to find this, to be honest with you. No, it'll take me a while to find it. But basically, it was an email. You might be able to find it in some of my older lives. Basically, it was an email of him. It was an email of him talking to his new editor. For some reason, I was either CC'd into it or I was or forwarded it. I can't remember which it was. And yeah, basically this proves what he said on this site. But before we get into that, there's a huge difference. Making the fake mug shots was trolling. So I was making a video laughing at these guys for taking what I had said on face value, right? That was the first part of that. I was very clearly a troll. It was never intended to be taken as real by the general public. And I made sure of that because I put funny shit into it that could only be true as a joke. So if you can't see the difference between trolling and Chille putting out videos of fake phone recordings of him with somebody else and trying to pass that off as being genuinely real, and not only that, but trying to use those in court, then you've got a problem. If you can't see the difference between those two things, one is parody and having a laugh. The other is clearly him trying to pass it off as real. Two totally different things altogether. Coxnot says, do you allow anti-Semitic views? People are allowed to have those views, but if they put them in my side chat, they're going to get kicked out because basically anything that goes against YouTube terms of service, I don't particularly like that. But yeah, any of that shit, they can just fuck right off. So I didn't see anything specifically there, but I haven't been watching closely. So if there is, and one of the mods can take care of that, I appreciate it. Yeah, so the threat voicemail compilation, that's a very good example, right? So this is the difference, jack off, should I say? In my case, I made a funny picture with a planned video, and as soon as he got caught out with it, I'm like, you idiot. It was clearly fake, right? And it was a bit of fun. His one is, look at these videos of people threatening me, trying to pass them off as real. Two totally different things. And you can't see that difference, then you need to get your fucking head checked. Anyway, I'm just interested to see, because I haven't actually watched this version that he put out himself. I'm interested to see, did he remove the fake phone calls or what? Sorry, that's a very good point. There's a big difference between having issues with how Israel are handling things and anti-Semitism. There's a huge difference. So just bear that in mind.
Hey, Mom, it's your son. Well, I'm off again. I'm leaving Dallas and I'm going up to Ohio. This woman up in Ohio's called me, and now she's sent me the video. And she's getting stalked and harassed by these cops up there in this small little town called Ironton.
Now, I would just say this, right? I know I need to give up the vaping, but anyway, I'll just say this, like the voice quality, right? So the recording quality of this is very, very clearly professional level, okay? So it says voicemail number 1. So if it was a recorded voicemail, it would be from the side of his mom's phone, which would sound like a regular voicemail, right? So it would be like, you know, that kind of broken kind of, what's the word? You know what I'm talking about? Phone noise, right? So it wouldn't be this perfectly clear. Now, I saw from watching his live stream, what I saw on his live stream, the last one he was doing, I think the microphone he's using is a Shure SM7B, right? Which is like the bigger version of this one. Because this is like the standard kind of, what do you call it, USB one. I think you can put the other connection in it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he has a really good microphone, like a really, really good microphone. And you can hear that, right? You can clearly hear that in the video.
Up in Ohio.
This is done with a proper microphone. So either way, you could argue that just by chance he's here on the phone to mama while also recording his voice like that, right? And it's okay to say that he's doing a voiceover in a documentary. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's trying to make out that this is a voicemail.
Ios called me, and now she sent me the video. And she's getting stalked and harassed by these cops up there in this small little town called Ironton.
Excuse me. I'm still a little bit sick.
I don't know what I can do, Mom, but I tell you, I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm so sick and tired of police just abusing people constantly. And I know I was put on this earth for something, so I think this is what my purpose is. I know. I'll be careful. I can already hear you. Anyway, listen, I love you. I'll call you when I get to Ohio. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, so clearly that's fake, right? That's not the end of the world. Because this is a created content documentary type thing, right? So he might have, maybe they're the specific exact words that he used in the voicemail to his mom, and he's just re-recording them, right? Sure, that could well be the case. So I'm kind of getting tired of this attempted troll over here, but I'm going to address that anyway. So at 15:21, I said, because the punishment I would dole out isn't legal. Exactly, that's true. The punishment that I would want to dole out. I'm not here to give anybody punishment. That's not my job. That's not your job either. So yeah, the punishment I would want to dole out would be much more severe than what it actually is in reality. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that I'm going to go out and do that. So get your facts straight. Although I don't think you have that ability. Sean, oh yeah, I already got that one. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to hit the Beamish. Or maybe Murphy's. I might hit a bit of Murphy's. You never know. Empty words me whole. Jack, all right, let me just put it to you this way. No more bullshit. Just answer this question for me. Okay, I know what I've done. I know that it hasn't been perfect or whatever the case may be. I know the shit I had to go through to go out and catch those fuckers. The shit I had to read and deal with and doing that in the first place. I couldn't work properly for 2 weeks. So I lost like 2 weeks worth of income because of these guys. Made fuck all while I was out doing it, really. Not a whole lot. So like it wasn't about the money, but the reality is that that's the effect it has had on me. And I was prepared to do that. I was prepared to take the hit on myself and go out there and do what I felt was right. What have you done? More chili sauce, more suck my balls. How about that? What have you done? See, you can't even answer the question. Can you tell me that you've gone out and done anything to stop anything like that? Or do you just sit at home jacking off to Chille De Castro videos? Methinks the latter. Anyway, Coxnut says, who's this Jack kid? Does your mom know you're online? No. Leave him. Leave him say what he wants to say. I want to see if he even has an answer for that. What have you done, Jack? No more bullshit. What have you ever done? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing, I would bet. Mr. Lansfield reckons it's Chille. I wouldn't think so. Chille's afraid of me.
601-341.
Step on out.
I've done nothing wrong.
You can step on out.
Fine, but there's no
Step back here with
sense
him.
in that.
All right. Sorry, no, right? But do it. Tell me what you've done. The fake arrest record was intentional. That was done as a joke. I made a whole ass stream and video about it. It was made as a joke. Switch what up? You tell me what you have done. For you to sit here and judge me and the way that I take care of business. What have you fucking done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, I would bet. But no, you're going to come back with some more bullshit, aren't you? Guaranteed.
You can stand back here with him, okay? You can stand back here with him, okay?
Why did you do that?
Okay. Turn up, put your hands behind your back.
I've done nothing wrong. It's not wrong to plead my case. What have I
Lean back your car. He is. All right, well, he can sit there for a minute. So this is what happened. I'm behind another car, and I observed because I was watching the vehicle. Hey, back her up. So I'm got my lights on. That car goes that way. Here's my supervisor. What's up, bro?
Well, here's the thing.
Again, answer the question, you fucking loser.
Okay, yeah.
Can't answer it.
I won't. Yeah, actually said he's got
You have a real job. Well, why don't you go do it then? You're all talk earlier about how, oh, if I went out catching them, I would have done this, done that. Would have. What have you done? Nothing. You're a fucking loser. Sorry, but you are. You literally coming on here, whinging about how I did something, claiming that you'd go out and you do this and you do that. Well, go do it then. Stop talking. Go do it. I'm doing what I thought was right. You go do what you think is right. You know what I mean? Loser, man. It's just so irritating. Yeah, because I 60 hours a week. Yeah, and you're wasting your time off on here talking shit like a keyboard warrior. Whatever, dude. See ya.
This one was like square. It's up now on one side and it's squared up here right here. Where's it at? How much is the?
It's going to 2625 6th Street.
Really?
Ironton.
What's up? Really?
Yep.
Look at the little doggy. Look at. Hey, buddy. Watch the motherfucker. I'm tired of worrying about them pulling me over and dumb shit. Next time they pull me over, they better have a real good fucking reason.
Now I've met these two while I was over in the States. Absolutely lovely people. They did have a difficult run of things, but my understanding is that they kind of resolved everything. They're absolutely, I went to dinner with these two. They're absolutely lovely people.
Doing it intentionally too to intimidate us.
Oh, he's pulling us over.
Crack your window.
Oh, yeah, I got this.
Unfortunately, you committed a couple.
Just don't argue with him. We just need to get back to work. So
Traffic violations on just your vehicle. So
shut up. Just don't say that.
Just shut up. Because I'm not talking to you.
Is that a lawful order?
That is a lawful order.
Okay.
I don't like being interrupted. I don't like trying to be talked over to. What you're trying to do is what she is doing.
Okay.
I apologize.
So this is what I'm saying. I want you to take your seatbelt off. You're coming back here, me and you're going to talk.
I have a feeling there's a few Chille fans in here. And what people don't realize is that, to be honest, I've been agreeing with most of what Chille actually said in the last half an hour or so. Genuinely, I actually do agree with him, like that guy should be just locked up. Fuck that guy, all that stuff. I do. But I'm simply pointing out that he's a hypocrite, because that's what he is. Taylor Hall, Taylor, we meet again, says Jack has a bit of a point though. Irish Demon doesn't actually care. He's just in it for the super chats. Taylor, I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. If I cared about the super chats, I wouldn't be here right now, because it's like early morning in the States. It's midday here in Ireland. I don't give a shit. I came in to test out this computer and make sure that I could have everything working for my for my end of year live stream. So again, if I cared that much, of course I care. There's an element of it. I don't want to lose my YouTube channel and all that shit, for sure. I'd much rather get the ad revenue from YouTube. Point being, when I was out catching those two guys or whatever, I didn't make fuck all. I spent more than I made by a long shot. The dozens and dozens of hours dealing with those pricks and all the other stuff, and then all the bullshit I had to put up with afterwards. You think I'm in it for the super chats? Like, if I really was, I wouldn't have been doing that. I'd just sit here and make, fucking whatever videos. Wouldn't waste my damn time. Anyway. Where was that one? How old is the Chille video? So the video itself goes back quite a while, as far as I know. Let me see here now.
Talk like men instead of having your wife yell over top.
Sir,
Oh, wow.
I
I told you
apologize.
once, shut up.
Okay,
I told you once, shut up. Shut up.
Like the cop's attitude fucking stinks there.
No, sir, no, sir. She's not breaking any laws.
She done obstructed me twice. If I give her a lawful order to shut up,
Well,
then
she said, I apologize. Answer, open the door.
Oh, who was talking to us, sir?
No, I said step out here. Take your
Okay.
seatbelt off. Just step out. Just do what he says, babe.
you I want right there.
I
tell her-
asked if we could de-escalate. That's all
And
I
I
said.
de-escalated,
You
and
were
she
seeming like you were
continued
getting
to yell and talk over top of
Is
me.
she being under arrest here
Yes, she is.
for talking?
For obstruction and failure to comply with
Sir,
a
she was
lawful order.
just telling you the
After I
issue.
told her to shut up and let me and you talk.
Okay, I'll speak to
Because
your
she was
supervisor.
yelling over
Are you the
top of you.
supervisor?
Yes, go ahead, talk to me.
I'm sorry. I don't know how this escalated into all this. We've been stopped here in this town before for this, and you were the one that stopped us.
You guys have also made false complaints.
Well, we haven't made any complaints. No, she attempted to make a complaint.
But it was false.
That was
She
false.
got called out on it.
What was the
Right out of
complaint?
station.
What was the complaint?
I'm not exactly
The complaint was about us being stopped and me being yanked out of my car and held in jail for 3 days. And my family told him that I didn't have a bond when actually I did. The bondsman came and helped me.
Exactly right.
Exactly. Well, that was what she was attempting to complain about. We didn't know who to go to with that complaint.
Sorry, I have to read this one. Obviously, it's another troll, but it's funny. You want to be an American, chump. Don't get me wrong. I love all of my American brothers and sisters and friends and all the rest of it out there with all of my heart. Like, I truly do. I love the country. I loved being there. I loved experiencing it. I love American cars. I ride an American motorcycle. I love America. Don't get me wrong. Got a little flag back there and everything. Love it. But I want to be American? No, I'm happy with who I am. I'm Irish and I'm very fucking proud of being Irish. So, you know, thank you. I again, being American is awesome. Sure. So is being Irish. And I prefer being Irish because that's what I am. And I love it. Taylor All says, I still think Jack's right. You use your subscribers for money. Again, if that was the case, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I wouldn't be essentially wasting my time is what this would be if it was about gathering super chats. Hell no. Rob Goober says, insecure chump. I'm very, very secure in who I am as a person. And little kind of insults and stuff like that don't make me feel insecure. Like, I'll address you because I know people want me to address these comments. I want to address these comments. Do people like you make me feel insecure? Absolutely not. Because guess what? As soon as this camera goes off, I'm going to jump on my bike and go party with my friends for the night. So you're not important enough to make me feel insecure. I don't know who you are. You're a nobody. You're just some dude or some lady on the internet. I do not know who you are. You don't have any relevance to me or to my friends or to what I do. It's just a bit of fun to be able to respond to you. But again, as soon as I turn off this camera and hit the road, like, you're a distant memory. You mean nothing to me. Nothing. It's just a bit of fun. So yeah. Your daddy. Your daddy? Okay. Not really sure. A bit more context, maybe. Anyway, Big Bark Little Bite for $2 says, just in case, here's some pettiness. The nipples are hard. Thank you kindly. Thank you. I'm sure they'll fucking love that. All right, I want to see if this other... there was another phone call, I think.
For ambulance, I just... I didn't do anything.
Absolutely right, by the way, because they're doing an incredibly important thing as well. Not just because of the interaction, but because what you guys do is so important. Danger Aware Organization says, for those believing that this is all about super chats, I used to give Irish Demon super chats to get him to mention Danger Aware and what we do. He refuses our money. I do. I told you guys straight out, keep it for something more important than me, because that's what's really important. The kids that you guys help and the things that you do to help kids online is just so much more important. I would much rather that money go to something like that. And I always shout you guys out for that same reason. Like, I chat to everybody. I don't care. if it's super, super busy live stream, it can be hard to get to everybody, but I do try. Thank you so much. Jessica for £5 says, on behalf of all the idiots in the chat today, thank you, idiots. Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate that. I might be actually heading over your neck of the woods in the next month or so. I say you're in neck of the woods. What I mean is somewhere in the UK. I'll be heading to London anyway, for sure. So I might put that out there when I'm getting close to the time. If anybody wants to come and say hello and have a pint or whatever. Taylor Hall says, a lot more than this chump. Oh, yeah. Somebody asked, what does Chille do? A lot more than this chump. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. He probably does do a lot more than I do, but it doesn't do any good, though. That's the difference, right? Like, what has he achieved? Well, I could say we have a lot of parity between the two of us because we've both gotten people locked up, except he did it while trying to get them not locked up. So well done, Chille. Good job. You missed the brief, but you tried. A for effort. That's what I am, your father. Okay. Hello, Dad, I suppose. I was just chatting to my dad this morning. Anyway. You could do better than that, though, man. Like, seriously. Overweight streamers. What a joke. I am overweight. You are right. I am. I'm not actually overweight. I'm under tall. The correct height for my weight is about 12'4". But I am a little bit overweight because every time I bang your mom, she makes me a sandwich. So it's not my fault. See, that's the kind of, give and take kind of comedy you should be shooting for. Your body is slightly bigger than everyone else's. Hilarious. Like, dude, you don't think I've been called fat my whole fucking life? You seriously think that bothers me? I'll get my tits out for you. I don't care. Like, oh, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, Greg says, ideas here for us. Where Chille is there for himself, fundraise for himself, scamming his kiss-ass fans out of their money. By God, does he really fucking pour it on? I actually might come to Manchester. I've got a really good friend, Stephen, up Manchester, that I'd love to go visit. Depends on if I go in the car. If I go in the car, I'll definitely go to Manchester. If not, I'll try looking to getting a train up there or something like that. Russell Simmons for $5 says, buy a pint. You got it, Russ. I'll be cheersing to you tonight, my friend. You got that. This should just be a let's roast the chats. You know what? Yes. Do you know, Coxnot, I since I started streaming about a year and a bit ago, I have actually lost a ton of weight. I look back at some of my old videos and I was like, holy shit, I was a proper chubster back then. But I had lost a significant amount. I've just been eating good. I train a fair bit. I'm always on the go. I'm never not doing something. But I will say that in the last month, especially with Christmas and spending a bit of extra time in bed when I wasn't feeling so great, you guys know all about that. The old belly did grow a little bit. I'm not a big drinker, but again, over Christmas and a few other things like parties and stuff, I drank a bit more beer than I usually would and put a bit of weight on. So I got to get back to training now. I've been eating healthy. I've actually been eating healthy for quite a while now, about 4 hours. So yeah, that's going really good. No, not really. Has anyone seen the video of Chille begging deputies to release him, even promise not to sue them? Yes, I have seen that. Thank you so much, Cynthia. That's so kind. Really appreciate that. That is very true. And Chloe's a great cook. She is a great cook. She just doesn't cook very often. But Delete Laws says you are officially served notice. I don't know if that's even the real one. Yeah, well, notice this. Bite me, bitch. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I gave you the wrong one. It's actually this one. Notice that. Rob Goober says Chloe deserves better. I agree. Because if you love somebody, you always think they deserve better. So I agree with you. Thank you. But let's ask her, shall we? If she's even around. I caught you, you fucker. I knew it. It was good. It was a good one. It was a bloody good one. Oh, she's an angel, man. She's awesome. We lost without her. Yeah, we just roast the fucking chat here for a while. Why not? That's what we do best. We have a bit of crack because I've got about a half an hour because I am actually cooking today, so I got to go cook some early lunch. I can spell laws. Exactly. I love that. I love that you did it that way. That's really clever. I really like that. Chloe is a gem for this pirate. I see you lost me there again, man. Like, you know, you were kind of going okay. Like you were starting to come in with the sharp stuff. Like, I don't care. And neither does Chloe. I've noticed that when people talk shit about me and Chloe in the side chat gets more offended than we do. And I love that because I'm like, that's my people's right there. Like, that's awesome. But oh no, you didn't. If you're going to roast the demon, please at least spell it properly. That's the wrong your. Okay? Now you tried, and you get a gold star for trying. Now try it again, okay? I want you to type in that again, but this time use the right your. So remember, your as in you are is two words squidged together. Hello. You look like you're in fighting mood, and I didn't even have to say not in that hoodie. Remember? Yeah. Anyway, see, fuckers, have you got anything on under that? No. Oh, Jesus. Do you want to put on your snuddy and come back? Just come back for a minute. I'm going to be getting off here in a minute. Babe, can you believe this? He said that you're a pirate, but he spelled it Y-O-R. Now, I'm no grammar Nazi, but if you're going to come at me, you better come at me with good grammar and good spelling. Yeah, good spell on. But he did say you're a gem, and I'm the pirate what stole you. I didn't stole you.
I kindly decline his
Advances? Not advances, his compliments.
I don't want to take compliments off someone like that.
Oh, apparently I'm a Nazi as well. What's that called again? What razor is that? You know, when all else fails, just call him a Nazi. Censored by a government agent. What? Okay, now this guy's smoking something. Shuggy says I'm a bog trotter. You're right. I kind of am. Actually, do you know the irony of Shuggy's comment is 10 minutes before this live stream, I was literally bog trotting. I literally was walking through a bog. Yeah. Like literally. Anyway. All right, babe. See you in a bit. So yeah, you can be my pirate any day. Yar. She is a gorgeous woman. Thank you. She's beautiful. Teresa Brewer says, Rob, go kick rocks. He's probably too little. He'd have to like reach up. Rob says he loves you. It's hard not to. She's super cute, man. She's adorable. She's a sweetheart. Anna Exist says it's snowing here. Actually, I wonder. People were saying it was going to snow here. Damp. It's just damp. Tell me what you're cooking. All of our three sons are better cooks than their wives. All daughters-in-law have stated that. So I am a pretty good cook. Okay, I got to be honest because my dad's a chef and a baker and a confectioner and all the rest of it. So I grew up learning how to cook. I've actually got, I don't know if I mentioned this before, no big deal or anything. I've actually got a few cooking awards. So I won quite a few competitions when I was younger for cooking and stuff like that. And I love cooking. So I do cook a lot. Let me ask, Chloe. Boss. She's the boss, let's face it. She's a very classy lady. Until you put some sloppy food in front of her, then the class goes out the window. It's actually very cute though. I wonder would she agree that I'm a better cook? I am. Like I mean, just like I'm just being real. I am. And my brothers are all great cooks as well. Yeah, it's very damp, very just shitty weather. There's no let up in the drizzle. Full drizzle. It's pretty bad. Yeah, we get this quite a bit. The winters here. That's the worst part about it. It's just damp. It's like it's fine. Sorry, just moving this up. Put my leg up here. I walloped my elbow the other night, and it just hasn't been right since. Like it's just this shooting pain down my arm, and then I'm still a little bit chesty and stuff like that. I'm not sick, when you're not sick, you're just like a bit run down. But I fucking thumped my elbow off the door of the car. What? Oh, it was horrible. Is that English? Well, as a man, we all know that we one way or another pay for it. We one way. Well, as a man. Well, I got one word for you, sir. Punctuation. I am the goodest cook in the house. I am, in fairness. I'm a new cartoonist that created a comic about me as a superhero. That's the Weasel. That's actually really cool. I'd love to see that, actually, if you want to send it on to me. I won't share it unless you want me to. I'd be very interested to see that. I'm working on writing a kid's book. And yeah, I have a fantastic illustrator who doesn't know that she's been brought in yet. That's my mother-in-law. She's fantastic. Like, she's amazing. So I'm going to have to rope her in. I've got my one of my favorite pairs of shoes on. I call them my Mankeys. They're my old fucking breaking everything. My old Vans. I've had those probably 7-8 years at this point. Cooking and cuddles with Demon. Hell yeah. Let me see here now. I have another word, Rob. Judgmental. All women make you pay. Maybe that's just you. Yeah. You know what? He's got some serious small dick energy. Bit of what you call it? Incel energy. It's women's fault that I don't get laid. ID, you are a great time. Thanks for the interaction. Family calls. Hey, you jokers, where easy? Oh, Jesus, man. Were easy. Take the H out. Oh, fucking hell, man. I almost feel bad throwing it back at people that stupid. I don't care if people spell shit wrong. If I know what you mean, that's good enough for me. I don't care. Like I usually would never call somebody out for their bad spelling, as the missus calls it. Because some people, there's loads of reasons why people might not be able to spell very well. And I get it wrong all the time. If my phone didn't correct my writing half the time, fucking hell, you wouldn't have a clue what I'm saying. But it's just when somebody's coming at me calling me an idiot and then they spell something wrong, I just can't help myself. It's nature. I mean, what am I going to do? You're going to go, you fucking idiot? Like, of course you are. Sign in an antique store. Don't touch yourself. Ask the staff. Oh my God. Let me see here now. Oh, Shan, send me an email about that. Yeah, definitely send me an email about that. I don't know how long it'll be till it's ready to go, but certainly do send an email and we'll have a chat about it. That'd be really, really cool. Alrighty. So anyway, it is just gone 4 o'clock. I gotta go make some dinner, and then I gotta go away and get ready. Because I say I'm going out in about 3 hours, so going on the piss, as we say. So I do gotta go away and get ready and have a shower and clean my balls and all that stuff, the usual stuff. But thank you so much for joining me, folks. It was a lot of fun. It's good to see that the room has power again, which means I'm able to actually stream from this room, which I love. And yeah, we'll catch you all later. Have a good one, and sláinte. Talk to you soon.